Hello, welcome to October 4th, 2024. My name is Kurt, and this is my daily Good Life meditation. This is something that I do every morning, a little bit after waking up, to think about the last 24 hours, including last night, to see how I did with tough spots, and did I capitalize on the good spots? Did I squeeze a good living out of the last day? I also think about my life objectives. Those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone. I plan for the coming day, and I ready myself for death. So first, last night and yesterday, it was a good night of sleep. I was going to sleep in the little hammock here, but I ended up falling asleep on something I never do. I never fall asleep in place, but I stayed up really late because I did a long video last night, and I wound up sleeping in the tiny house. So I'll start my outdoor sleeping tonight. There's a touch of chill in the air, so it'll be nice. Yesterday was a good and productive day. I mean, productive, hardly. I came forward and stood at attention and did my best, but frankly, I'm not needed much anymore at work, and gladly I'm being forgotten. It's this strange feeling, sense of gratitude that's coming. It's like, at first it was like, I'm still here. I can still do things. Don't forget me. Now it's like, yeah, whatever. You guys go on and do your things. Including, I got one Teams message yesterday from a team member who was going through a really rough spot, and involved in a meeting to which I'm a part of the project peripherally, more and more peripherally, and I wasn't invited to this particular meeting because it was a breakout meeting for a deeper dive. I didn't need to be at that meeting. Even in the normal course of things, I wouldn't need to be in that meeting, but it was a rough one. And that person reached out to me, kind of lamenting that they don't have meetings with me anymore. And I think I know why, because, the person told me that it was a tough meeting. And I think that I know why they're missing me, because I could have helped to make it a little easier. I'm good at that. I'm good at calming the waters and, weaving a path forward. Instead, it went south. And it was nice to be missed in that capacity for the skill set that I have, but still. And then my response basically was, I hope you're all able to work it out. Because more and more, that's what the situation is, right? I'm not going to be around. So, yeah, just about with everything. I'm in a point now with 45 days of work left that it's just a matter of tying up loose ends and seeing things through and passing along whatever I can. So yeah, that's the core measure of a good day for that matter. Yesterday was a good day. No particular challenges that I can remember that I came across yesterday. Very peaceful evening in Julian. I wasn't planning to go to Julian, but I wanted to go there to get some apple cider, some hard cider to enjoy with last night's podcast. So I went, got some firewood too. Rudy and I went into the stores, which we never do when I had the two dogs, too much to handle. But with little Rudy, I can just carry him. And he was so good, such a good little boy. You were such a good boy, Rudy. You're coming along. That's kind of like sowing the harvest planted months ago. Intended to over these months between. As for my creed, my 8 objectives are: number 1, to be always ready to die, to have my affairs in order, my relationships in good state, and my life's work, if not complete, in a steady state, as close as possible. Number 2, to make good and effective use of my time, to not let my days drift by watching reruns and eating junk food and just squandering the light. Number 3, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles. That's these 8 objectives and the attendant 35 principles, which I will not enumerate. You can find them in the book if you want. 4, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to become a man who reacts well to the challenges of life. 5, to perform good actions, to do good things with my life in in alignment with my main purpose, which is to reduce the suffering of things, namely thinking things that can suffer. And then number 6 is to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities. So I'm doing things within reach. I'm attending to things within reach and letting the rest go. Next is to, I'm at the end. Oh, to do just one thing at a time. And do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, like the hands. And then lastly, is to keep my balance. There's so much wrapped up in that one. I've promised myself for years now that I would do a deeper dive into it. It's in the book, but it's so much into balance. Those are my objectives. As for today, it's a Friday on. I'm flexing the day. It's usually a Friday off today, but I took the day off on Wednesday to take Ollie to the airport. So today I'll work. I have things I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on a project plan for that big project I mentioned. And I will do all my others, various and sundry things. And then this evening, I'll go down to Temecula because I need to print a document for my daughter, her diploma, and get that off to her and ship it to her, mail it to her, which I'll probably do tomorrow when the post office opens. Or maybe I can squeeze that in midday. Yeah. All right. That's it. I wish you all the best. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.